Welcome to VAK's lecture. In this video, we are going to discuss about the algorithm for traversing linear array. Linear array is also called as one-dimensional array. Traversing means accessing each and every element of an array only once so that it can be processed. Why we are accessing the elements? By doing accessing or by doing traversing, we can further proceed the array. How this process can be done? Suppose if you want to display any element of an array, or if you want to add 1 to the particular element, or if you want to multiply particular element with some number, likewise operations if you want to do, then traversing is the common type of algorithm. And it can play an important role in all other operations like insertion, deletion, searching, sorting, etc. Now we will see the algorithm for traversing. For this traversing, we have to take an array and I named it as LA with lower bound LB and upper bound UB. Here LB represents lowest index and UB represents highest index. As you have seen our previous videos, I have explained the array starting from the index 1. Here also I am using the same thing. So this array LA starts from the index 1. If you want to start from index 0, then the lower bound will be 0, upper bound will be 4. You can use any one of these ways. If the highest index is n, and if you start from index 0, then the lower bound will be 0 and upper bound will be n minus 1. And if you start from index 1, then the lower bound will be 1 and upper bound will be n. So choice is yours. And I want to store some values. How to store the values? By using array name of index, we can store the values in corresponding index positions. If I want to store 12 in index 1, then 12 will be stored in LA of 1. Similarly, 42 is in LA of 2. 34 is in LA of 3. 25 is in LA of 4. And then 20 is in LA of 5. And remember one thing, if you want to store integer values, you should store all the integer values only, like what I have given here. If you want to store float values, then you should give decimal point values only, like this. If you want to give characters, then you should give the characters within a single quotes, like this. So, now let us start the algorithm. Follow the steps one by one. The first step will be start. Traversing means we have to access each and every element of an array from lower bound to upper bound. If you observe here, from lower bound to upper bound, the index value is going to change. That's why we store the index value, which is least one, or else we can say that it is a lower bound into another variable, like set I is equals to LB. So our process will be done basing on the index value. That's why we stored LB in a variable named as I in step 2. And in step 3, I am not mentioning anything for some while. Next, coming to the step 4. And remember, if we are doing process on elements, exactly we have to use array name of index. Here we have to display each and every element. So first we have to display 12, which is in index 1 or lower bound. So we have to use LA of 1 to display 12. So I have written here apply process to LA of 1. Process in the sense displaying only. And already 1 is in variable I. Why? Because LB is 1. So what do? Write LA of I instead of LA of 1. So the process can be done on LA of I. Next, what do? We have to display the next element, that is 42, which is in index 2. To get this, we have to add 1 to the index 1, right? Already 1 is in I. So we have to increment the value of I by 1. So how to do? I is equals to I plus 1. Then we will get the next index position. If you observe 4 and 5 steps continuously, we have to display the element and then we have to increment the index value. Why? Because we have number of elements to display. Up to at what limit we have to follow these steps? Up to reach the upper bound. This is our limit. Okay. So how to use the condition here? We have to move from lower bound to upper bound, right? So always lower bound will be less than the upper bound. So less than condition we have to use here. And up to at what limit we have to go? Up to upper bound. So we have to use equal condition also. That means less than or equals to we have to use. So LB less than or equals to UB, right? But LB is already stored in I variable. So the condition will be while I less than or equals to UB. Until this condition is true, the 4 and 5 steps will be repeatedly executed. Otherwise, these steps will be skipped. And control goes to the 6th step, that is stop. Now we will discuss this algorithm clearly by using this example. So at first I is equals to 1. Here the condition is I less than or equals to UB. That means 1 less than or equals to 5. So the condition is true. So the 4th step will be executed. What we have written here? Apply process to LA of I. So displaying is our process. What is in LA of 1? That is 12. So 12 will be displayed. Next I value will be incremented. So I is equals to 2. Again the control goes to the 3rd step. What the condition here? 2 less than or equals to 5. The condition is true. So the 4th statement will be executed. What is there? Process on LA of 2. Which element is in LA of 2? That is 42. So 42 will be displayed. Then I value incremented. So I is equals to I plus 1. Means I is equals to 3. Again the control goes to the 3rd step. 3 less than or equals to 5. Condition is true. So LA of 3 will be displayed. That is 34. Then I will be incremented by 1. Next I will be 4. Again the condition checks. 4 less than or equals to 5. Condition is right. So LA of 4 will be displayed. That is 25. Next I value will be incremented. I will be 5. Again the control goes to the upward. It checks the condition. 5 less than or equals to 5. Condition is true. So LA of 5 will be displayed. That is 20. Next I will be incremented. That is 6. I is equals to 6. Now the control goes to the 3rd step. Here the condition is 6 less than or equals to 5, which is false. So the control doesn't go inside. So the control moves out of the 4 and 5 steps, which is step 6. That is stop. That means stop the algorithm. So this is the algorithm for traversing in an array. And you can implement this algorithm in any programming language. So if you got to learn anything from this video, please like, share, subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon for more new updates. Thank you.